Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation!
It's another day. It's another day. We here.
I have a feeling that a lot of us are sunburned.
Boo! 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 Boo!
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do.
Boo! 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 Boo!
Not the time or the place. We don't need those.
Come on, all right, guys. We're all feeling the same way. And if you watched any of the games this past week, you know what we're gonna get into. Okay, so it's a rough one right now, and let's just say this: I bet you we haven't discussed this beforehand. Besides giving an overarching what we're going to talk about, I don't know what Christian and Marcos are going to say. They don't know what I'm going to say. Guys, I think there's going to be a lot of feelings coming out. We will try to filter them, but I think there are a lot of heavy feelings going on right now, especially with only 4 games left. Yeah. No bueno.
This is crunch time.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go over the 2 games. We're going to talk about how Sun and Bouanga are probably one of the best duos in the league right now. We will, as much as we don't want to, as much as many of you guys have already discarded RSL, we're going to talk about playoff hopes. We have to. I know Christian's scratching his face. He's like, I don't want to, but we're going to.
Mathematically, there is still a chance. So we'll get into that.
RSL, we are the new Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd Christmas.
So you're saying there's a chance. So
it was also picture day today for RSL.
Oh, it was picture day.
Yep.
I didn't see the pictures, but
it was a good big family picture
with the Royals as well. So
I'll get into it in just a second. But then we will get into Austin. We will talk about the game this weekend, what needs to go down. And then because of everything that happened this past weekend, we have a lot of Instagram questions. So, Christian, take some caffeine. We're going to get into all of this.
Oh, I got to be able to sleep tonight, man.
True. Speaking of family pictures, we took some family pictures that, Marcos, you didn't post them yet, but we did take family pictures.
Manjana.
I don't know what language that is. But sure. We took some family pictures. They're cute. I appreciate both of you. I actually thought they were funny.
They were great.
They were solid.
All right. So let's dive into this before we bore everyone out. We're going to get into the hot and spicy stuff. So, Christian, give me your thoughts, whether you want to do both games, Wednesday, Sunday. Give me your thoughts.
I'll do overall, just to help condense the conversation a little bit here. Here's the thing. If you cover up the scores for both games, if you cover up the freaking scores for both games, RSL wins on paper.
I'm covering up the scores right now.
RSL
wins in possessions. For the second leg, RSL was greatly condensed, but RSL won in accurate passes, less fouls committed, more corners taken, more total shots, total blocked shots, ton of shots outside the box. Defense was on fire with tackles and interceptions, keeper saves, duels won, ground duels, aerial duels, passes, accurate passes in the opposition's half.
Mm-hmm.
Accurate crosses, 16 throws, not offsides. What in the freak, man?
Yeah, I didn't count how many of the categories that was, but that was a lot.
We dominated the freaking game on both sides. We should have bent LAFC over our laps and spanked them like the Nepo babies they are. Seriously.
No, you're not wrong.
There's zero reason that we should have lost on it with a combined score of 8-2.
No, I think in that first game, the Wednesday game, it seemed after that second goal that Sun had in the 16th minute, that's when I feel like RSL just lost it. We were chasing the rest of the game. We had, I think it was in that first minute in the first game, we had a beautiful cross from Gozo over to Luna, but Luna just couldn't capitalize once again. And we'll talk about it more once in a second when we have where our talk about Gozo, but
And
having no Gozo, that's gonna hurt us big time.
and poor Rafa, like the dude did his best. But when the 10 players in front of you get scared and start playing defensively, I'm not blaming Pablo on either side.
Ooh, that might be a hot take right now.
Well, here's the thing. It's not like there was a massive shift during the halftime that suddenly we saw a massive change in play. It was during the game. It was during the play on the field. There weren't breaks when RSL started to falter. That means it was the players. I hate to say that because
Yeah.
they came out aggressive on both games and on paper dominated the freaking board. It's
I'm gonna.
LAFC. Like, if we were looking at the rankings, they're not that good.
Yeah, no. I want to go along that line of stats because we won and everything, but I think this was the major blowout from both games, is the total shots. If you look at
21 shots in that first
wait,
game.
wait, I'm talking about combined both games. If we're gonna do this 8-2 stuff, let's talk about total shots. RSL and both combined both games, 40 shots. 40 shots to get two
to tw- to
goals.
tw- to 23. That
Guys,
means LAFC had a close to a 25% conversion rate.
Pitiful. Absolutely pitiful.
I almost missed the beginning of the season where we weren't taking damn shots on the ball.
guys, this is absolutely mind blowing because I remember we suffered through a spurt in, I don't know, we'll say April, May, June, when we couldn't get shots. It felt like it was like we had 3 shots the whole game or something like that. We're
Well,
doing
it's the same.
40.
Well, it's the same thing as in game one to game two. We look at who had the number of passes. Look at game one. We have Justin Glad, 86 for 90 for passes for 96%. And then you look at DeAndre. DeAndre, 67 for 78 passes. Absolutely ridiculous. We saw so many times in game one to game two, RSL just got so nervous in that first half that they would just pass it all the way back to Justin Glad. And then in that first game, it was in that second half. That's when it seemed like RSL woke up. They're like, oh yeah, we need to actually get back into this game. We're only down 2 goals, but we have a shot.
Guys, I tweeted out about that passing stat, the individual passing stat, and that's the one that one that literally pisses me off the most. I compared the first game, when Justin Glad, how many passes did he have?
86 of 90.
86 passes. That is a lot of passes. 86, especially when our second player had 65, third had 43. All right, he literally doubled the third place player. In the second game, Justin Glad had 101 passes. All right. All right. We lost both those games 8-2. Got it? We won against SKC. Who was the leading passer? Who were the leading 2 passers for us on that game?
That was Ojeda.
Ojeda and Anelli.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, there's a tactical difference. I'm pretty sure I have everyone has my back on this one. When you have to pass the ball all the way back, it's not a strategy. It's a delay tactic. You're delaying something. What is it? Are you delaying because you don't trust the forwards to do their job? You're delaying because you're trying not to turn over the ball. I mean, sure, it's a defensive tactic, but that's all it is defensive because if you look, we can't even score many goals.
Well, every time we would pass it back, it gave LAFC so much time to reset, get everybody back in position to be able to defend, and that killed us time after time.
Yeah. Um, you mentioned Gozo. Let's get into that talk. So Gozo, for me, he's so vital to us. Even though it may not have seemed like it the second game, he's so vital.
Being able to take that kind of shot in that first game with that side volley, oh my gosh, beautiful. Such a beautiful goal.
Yeah, seriously. The youth are really picking it up. But um Gozo, he's gonna be missed hardcore the last 4 games. Um it's so much so that I'm actually afraid of what's gonna happen to us. I won't get into it right now. But
We've seen the speed and the quickness that Gozo brings on that side, being able to do crosses to Luna so many times. Like, yes, Johnny will bring that intelligence, but he doesn't bring that speed that Gozo brings.
Y'all are gonna hate this,
oh no.
but I would rather see Giogo start on the right side.
And why is that?
Off typically offensively minded midfielder. And we're not benching Luna, we're still getting positive production out of Luna. And I think that's our best choice. I don't think Tyler Wolf is it. Um,
I don't think Johnny's it.
Johnny's not it, unfortunately, because he's not a starter. He's not a 90-minute player. And that's not a slight against him. That's just where he's at.
Right.
And so I think that's the adjustment that needs to be made. And also, Noel Caliscan, I think, is a wonderful human being.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fantastic right back. He should stay out of the midfield.
Yeah,
You say that, but he had the highest FOTMOB rating on Sunday.
Who gives a rat's butt about
yeah.
the
Like,
highest fought
those,
mob rating?
those ratings are always so
But
wonky.
They gave him that out of pity because the referee didn't call an obvious red card for an elbow to the face, which pro referees, we can't advocate for you when you miss easy crap like that. Yes, we should have won the game regardless. However, so many calls went the Gondarber way.
Yeah, now that you brought it up, this is yet another blemish on many calls where RSL has been affected. I'm not a conspiracy theorist because I've been near these referees. They don't do these things on purpose. I promise
Oh.
you, they don't.
We have game one that they got the correct call for Victor getting that red card. That one was plain obvious. But this game 2 one,
I
don't think
I don't think
I don't
Victor's
think it's plain and obvious.
it's not a purpose headbutt. It is a run, and he was trying to create space. I don't think it was supposed to be violent conduct.
But the one in game 2, that one was clear and obvious. That one
Oh.
should have been. That one was a blatant red card.
I don't think I even need to describe it again. But
No.
yeah, that's why.
Speaking of Caliscan, poor kid. God, that must have hurt so much.
Oh yeah. Nothing like getting a nice elbow to the head. That's nice. But
Right.
I know a lot of people are conspiracy theorists on the referees, where everyone's trying to go against RSL. Guys, I don't know how else to say it besides that's probably the stupidest thing on this planet. If you're as close as I am to the referees, you would know that nothing is against RSL. Now, there are personalities within referees. They call games a certain way. That's how you have to approach it. Not that it's an anti-RSL thing. But
I just want consistency.
Well, that's the
Absolutely.
thing. You can't, and that's probably that's a point that a lot of people I don't think don't want to admit. You cannot be consistent in soccer. You can't. Now you ask me why.
Why is that?
Personalities. It's a personality thing. If for me as a referee, I'm not going to call it the same way as my coworker. In general, yes, we want general consistency. Yes. But for example, the elbow. The elbow has to be consistent. I will agree with that. But the small nuanced fouls, letting things
Sure,
go, yeah,
sure.
overall, you're going to have different styles. But I think if we're talking about the cry for consistency, it'd be on the big calls. And the
Absolutely
big
agree.
calls, that part I agree with. And the elbow was not consistent with what Victor got as a red card. Not at
Yep.
all.
Yep.
Could that have changed the game in the game two? Possibly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. They would have had to pull either Sun or Boanga off to make up
Yeah,
for
but
that.
yeah, frustrating. Super, super frustrating. I want to go real quick to game one. You guys' thoughts on the poorly taken penalty kick by Cruz?
All right. So it wasn't poorly taken.
It wasn't. It was just badly placed. It hit the post.
I mean, it wasn't badly placed. I mean, we're talking about literally half an inch. It's
It
exactly
was
what
just,
Pablo said. It was
yeah,
half an inch. So you can't say it's a bad PK take.
because he beat the keeper
He did.
1,000%.
Now, the question everyone's asking is why didn't Luna take it?
Well, Luna passed it over to Cruz because they've seen in training that Cruz has been the most confident. He's been making those PKs.
Like Christian's point, he totally beat the keeper. That's just an unfortunate miss. I mean, we how many times has Luna missed a PK for us
Several.
Several times.
in the playoffs too?
Yeah.
So I mean, the cry for we us needing a PK taker, yeah, we need one, and hopefully Cruz can shrug it off and we can get another PK. Hopefully, doubt it. But the biggest cry between both games have been what is wrong with our center backs? What the heck is wrong with our center backs?
It's a lot of ball watching. A lot of ball watching, a lot of miscommunication and nobody being in the right place and just getting beat so easily.
And I feel bad for Katranis and Yedlin because they're doing double time.
Hmm.
Yeah, our strategy is to have our backs, our outside backs, run wing,
Hmm.
especially when we go up on offense. They can't.
Well, it all has to do with aggressiveness of play. Whenever RSL, the way that we're set up, when we are aggressive on the ball, when we're aggressive on the play, Pablo's strategy works beautifully. And we have any team on the back foot. As soon as you let off the problem with that style of play though is high octane, high energy. You let off the gas just a bit, goes back the other way.
Well, yeah, because we literally leave Glad and Vera alone at half field center circle. We leave them alone, and if they are caught flat-footed, especially with players like Bawanga and Sun, you're gonna get burned every single time, 100% of the time, and that's
Yeah.
what we
And
saw.
in my talk today with Rafa, I think it was off camera today, he said 6 out of those 8 goals that LAFC scored were all because of defensive errors off of breakaways, and we should have taken advantage of those, and we didn't.
Yeah, it absolutely looked atrocious. So, the biggest one of the biggest things that was going out because everyone knows the salaries of everyone on this team.
Mhm.
Everyone is putting into question Jay Glad. And
Guess we'll see.
yeah, I mean that's I don't want to dive deeper into this,
No,
but it's the fact he's
uh,
making a lot of money as a center back.
I think not just Jay Glad, but I think overall as a team, there's gonna be a lot of moves. There's gonna be a lot of moves this offseason.
But the thing is, Jay
I
Glad's
don't
not out
think
of a
there'll
contract.
I don't think there'll be a ton, honestly.
There will be some, but
There will be some.
Jay Glad's not one of them. He has another contract. He has a contract for another I think till 2027. And that's the thing though. Um, and again, I hate to do this, but we're gonna talk about it real quick. Jay Glad makes 1.8, and if he's playing like this, I'm super worried. Because the way that he played was not worth that. Yedlin gets paid less. Vera gets paid, I think, 400. Katranis gets paid like 300 something. We don't have a very expensive back line except for Jay Glad, who has been here for 10 years.
Yeah, it's been time to pack it up and move on from him. So that's what I'm hoping. This offseason, we look for a veteran piece that can be able to help. Like, yes, DeAndre brings experience, but I want somebody else. I want somebody else that can help with this back line.
Now, with all that being said, we have had veteran players that have been with the club for a long time that eventually do become a liability. For me, my opinion, Kyle Beckerman became a liability as a defensive mid.
For sure, for sure.
He was too slow. Passes start getting sloppy as you get older and whatnot. So that's just an example. So it's not that we don't like the guy. It's not like he's never done anything for us. No,
Sure.
this is just the fact of this business. He is not performing right now, and it's evident after a 2-game 8-2 blasting.
And I'm actually going to contradict Marcos a little bit here. I don't think we need to go after a veteran center back. I think we go after young, energetic, fast center back. Whenever we move on from Glad, because like Alan said, he still has a contract for probably at least another year. So there's a decent chance he may not move on in this offseason, which we just have to prepare for.
Yeah.
But whenever we do, it has. I think we need a young center back. We can't have. I think DeAndre Yedlin brings enough experience, and with Kafa staying on for another couple years, there's someone else who can mentor and help shape a backline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we don't need 3 out of the 5 pieces of our backline being mentors.
That should just be our main focus this offseason is how to improve this back line. Because we're fine. We're fine up top. We got Cruz, we got Victor. Now we need to work on back there.
Well, even then, people are questioning the output of Victor and Cruz right now. I mean, is it fair? Is it fair?
I mean, it's always fair when an offense doesn't produce.
Yeah.
Well, we saw how long it took Diogo to get clicking.
Still trying.
But can we talk about positives?
Absolutely.
Let's go into positives. Sure.
Yeah, we need some.
First off, our set piece defense, fantastic.
It improved.
That has been the work that they've put in to improve the set piece production has been fantastic. Number of shots, let's take that as a positive as well.
Yeah, we got more than them.
We got more than them, and I think as a fan, I would rather be frustrated that we took too many shots rather than we didn't take any.
Absolutely.
Right, because that first game, they only took 9 shots the whole game. Imagine that.
Correct.
Not 9, 4 of them were goals. But they only took 9 shots. That means outside of the fast breaks or the faster runs of play.
The breakaways.
2 of them were breakaways, 2 were run of play.
Now let's talk about also offensive movement going back to passing. DeAndre Yedlin so let's start with the first game actually. DeAndre Yedlin made 9 passes into the final third during the game. Noel Caliscan also made 9 passes into the final third. Justin Glad, 8 passes into the final third. Diego Luna, 8 passes into the final third. Lots of movement there. Game number 2, even more forward production from the backline, which I think is good distribution out of the backline, trying to make something out of people getting scared and passing the ball back to them. DeAndre Yedlin, 14 passes into the final third. Justin Glad, 11 passes into the final third. Brian Vera, 11 passes into the final third. So they consistently, in an offensively minded situation, moved the ball forward into the final third, which is massive. That's a huge improvement for this team.
It really is, because we used to not see that passes into the final third very high, or barely any, and especially like just like what you mentioned, highlighted the defensive positions. So our back line and our defensive midfielders. So that totally agree.
I do love seeing that, and I do want to see more of that out of them, especially coming. I would like to see it more from Katranis and Yedlin versus Glad and Vera in the center. But if Glad and Vera have to, continue to distribute the ball into the final third. No one's going to argue against that.
Yeah.
No.
And I guess if we're gonna go on this positive streak, the first game, if you count how many shots out of the 21, 15 of them were inside of the 18. So
Which
right.
is huge.
Yeah.
15 of them were near goal. That means we're getting there. We're getting in there. It's just obviously to Cabral's point on a video that we posted. It's just capitalizing on him. But it was a flip. You flip the script on the second game. We only had 6 shots within the box. Everything else was outside. I mean, granted, the Vera's rocket. My goodness, if Messi wasn't on the list for goal of the week candidate, that would have
robbery.
won.
Robbery.
Oh, shut up.
And-
Us three wanted Messi to win. I bet you. I'm just kidding.
Nah, I wanted Vera this week. Sorry.
No,
But
it's good.
talking about goals as well, looking at the positive of it, both are from open play,
Yes.
which is something we've also been struggling at this year. Or suddenly we're scoring goals in open play. LAFC, they are a counterattack team, which is very different from Austin that we'll talk about here in a little bit.
And I don't think you guys caught this. Both goals, Gozos and Vera, were assisted by Kaliskin.
You see, that's why he got 7.8. That's why he got player of the match.
There you go. There you go.
So there are well, I think it's necessary for us to look at the positives because
Absolutely.
if we dwell on the negative, we're going to hate the rest of the season.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about what ifs, who's to blame. I mean, actually, we probably might. We might get into it a little bit, but there really is a everyone has a hand in this. And I personally think in the end, the players have a lot to do with what happens on the field. We've already talked about this before. Pablo doesn't have too much of a hand besides the preparation and then maybe some tactical stuff during the game. But everything else, the players have to figure it out on the field. It's
Exactly.
it's those
Exactly.
11 and it's no one else. So, um, like always, we might have missed something, but let's move on from this game or from both games because really,
Can I do a quick shout out real quick?
absolutely.
Leading on the positive, Utah Royals tearing it up over the past 5 games. Undefeated in the past 5 games. Best stretch of the season. Congratulations to the Royals. Ali
And
Setnor, who?
and the Monarchs. The Monarchs clinched
the
the playoff
Monarchs.
spot. Clinched the
Go
playoff spot.
Monarchs. We
So-
love our RSL family.
So
All
if
of
the
them.
Monarchs can do it, so can the senior team.
Yep.
Right.
But seriously,
Royals are
Royals
cooking.
they're not missing Ali Setnor at all. And I
That-
think it's
that's a talking point.
I think that's hilarious. A little ironic that she's celebrating Kansas City winning the Shield when she has done nothing for that team.
Ooh, shots fired. Has she even scored yet for him?
No.
Negatory. Negatory.
I think. Anyways, I'll leave my opinion off to the side.
That's all we're saying. And
Yeah.
the Royals are also debuting a new striker this week.
I did. I
what?
saw her today. I saw her today at training, and she was looking fire.
Oh, does someone have a new crush?
Oh,
All I can say is she has a good shot.
good. You don't.
That's what you're looking at. Her name is Laura Prasnikar. She is Slovakian, I believe.
Oh, I think she's Russian.
No, she's not. She's Slovenian. Excuse me.
Slovenian.
One of the first Slovenians to play in the NWSL.
Oh,
Look at
Excellent.
that. Look at that.
Quick side note, Ballon d'Or.
oh yeah.
Looking at the women's side, not one American nominated on the women's side this year.
Not surprised.
They've gone downhill. They've gone downhill.
The women's side of the national team hasn't been as performing as well as years past.
They are still fantastic, but I think it's a little wild that not one. And honestly, because Ballon d'Or, those who aren't totally familiar with it, it's voting done by journalists and a lot of them French journalists, which means they're looking strictly at Europe. Europe's women's soccer game is exploding right now. The numbers at the matches put MLS to shame.
Here's
And
what I was thinking today about the Ballon d'Or. What if, like, instead of just straight strikers, what if they just include the defenders and goalies? Because you think
I
in
heard
years past,
I
hold
heard
up,
something. I
hold
heard
up.
something. I heard something about
no,
that.
no, you think in years past you got like a Casillas, a Manuel Neuer. Because what if they have like 10, 15 shutouts in a season? Like, where's the love for them?
Okay, hey. So let's give a little bit credit here. Of the rankings for the men's, at least, because I'm still not 100% familiar with the women's, which is it's newer, and
You're catching up. You're catching up.
I pay attention to NWSL. I don't pay attention to women's leagues outside of the U.S.
Right.
Gianluigi Donnarumma was number 9 in the Ballon d'Or rankings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's funny he's listed as a PSG player for this, and also I want it known I am not a PSG fan, and when you have in the top, let's see, this website has the top 30. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the top 30 are PSG. PSG's not that good.
Who's the top Argentine? What number are they? Find a Lautaro. Find a Julian.
I
Find.
think it's
Lautaro is number 20. Julian
I think
did
it's
not make the top 30.
no, it's Lautaro. He's the highest.
I'm telling you, the French hate the Argentines. I wonder why.
Bitter.
Bitter. Also, because you said it was mostly French journalists and whatnot. Doesn't surprise me that Dembele won. So
He did have a great season. I'm not denying that, but was he the best player in the world? No.
My money was on Yamin Yamal.
Honestly, the fact that Rafinha was 5th, come on.
that's weird.
Vitinha was 3rd.
Vitinha, bro.
What?
No. Yeah, no.
Let's
That's more rigged than when Messi and Ronaldo had it.
this actually number 10 surprised the crap out of me. Nuno Mendes, number 10. There's no national team that is more overrated in this world than Portugal.
Uh,
Yeah.
we'll move on from that one. I hate the Portuguese.
Oh, you're agreeing with me. Okay. I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say there's another team that was more overrated. No.
No,
Portugal's
Portugal super
is
overrated.
the most, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. You can blast me in the comments, whatever. But Portugal is the most overrated national team in. Oh, Giogo might not like that. Sorry,
Yeah,
Gio.
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry,
but
I think you're great.
I
but-
actually, I think some might actually disagree with you. I think Italy.
Ooh, okay.
I'm just hoping that one day when it comes to this award, we get a defender or a keeper winning it.
Real quick,
One day.
I know this is. Let's kill this right after this. But Rio Ferdinand was having a conversation with Michael Owen.
I saw this.
You saw this? All right. They asked this. Rio asked the same thing to Michael Owen. He's like, we never see a goalkeeper. We never see a defender. We never see. We always see strikers, and it's an entertainment value thing. We're looking at the people who bring the most entertainment. Who are the? It's not like they're the most influential, but it's entertainment. I mean,
It's facts.
true.
it was crazy to even have Van Dyke a couple of years ago as a third. I think he ended up being third. That was
Correct.
crazy. So you're never gonna see defenders or goalkeepers win Ballon d'Or.
It's sad. It's sad.
And
No, it's
and-
not.
Well,
Be entertained.
No.
but honestly, like last thing I'll say, I think one of the most deserved was Luka Doncic, Modric,
Luka Doncic for Ballon d'Or.
Croatian midfielders go highly underrated. Like if you're really gonna pick a best player in the sport, in my opinion, it has to be a central midfielder, the best player, because they have to perform on the attack, on the defense, holding, playmaking, everything. A central midfielder, that's such an underrated position.
Maybe. But let's just say the 10. The 10.
The 10.
Also, Luka Doncic, Ballon d'Or. Why not? Why not? All right. Because Luka Doncic has now taken over this conversation, we're gonna move on. Wrong sport.
Ah,
Gotta love it.
Modric. It's a good thing this is not going up on the internet, right?
Oh, it will.
I know.
Exactly.
All
Exactly.
right. Let's move on to something a little bit more gloomy, but we need to talk about it.
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Playoffs.
Ugh.
Guys, we have to. All right. RSL's chances for playoffs. With the two losses and our loss of games in hand, which we didn't lose it completely. All right. We still have a game in hand with San Jose, Houston, and Colorado.
Correct.
All right. That would be the Seattle game. That's when we're going to catch up to everyone, which
Mhm.
happens to be the second to last game. But right now we are
Oh
sitting.
boy.
Oh boy, we're sitting 3 points behind Dallas, who is occupying the ninth spot. We have the same games played as them, 30. So 3 games
But
behind them.
you look at who Dallas has to play. They play Galaxy twice.
I understand. So we'll get into that. I know people want us to focus on RSL, but we have to talk about the whole context. Okay.
I got you. I
Um,
got you.
Thank you. So, with RSL's remaining schedule, we've gone over our guesses of how many points. All right. We have Austin, Colorado, Seattle, St. Louis. I was going to say San Luis. St. Louis.
I mean, that's the
No,
same thing.
not
Wrong
again.
language.
Not again.
Not again. All right. San Luis City. Okay. Um, that's a total of 12 points. Everyone can do math here. 12 points would put us at the magical 46 that I said at, I can't remember how many months ago. All right. That's if we get 100%. I know. Your face says it all.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
You're a wizard. San
I
Jose
think
has what? You think
I
what?
think 9 is more realistic, but continue.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about realistic in just a minute. San Jose has 3 games left, which is 9 points. They are at 35 points. So do the math. Their max points are is at 44. Houston, 3 games left. They're at 36. Their max points at 45. With Dallas with the same amount as us, and they have obviously 12 points possibility, they're looking at 49 points. So our max is 46, their max is 49, and Colorado, this is the most important one because we play them.
Yep.
Colorado right now is at, with 3 games left, 39. That means their max is 48.
8.
Okay. Okay. So if our max is 46, their max is 48, the Colorado game is the most important game on our remaining schedule.
Yep.
I said a month ago. I said winner of the Rocky Mountain Cup is going to be in that wild card match.
Obviously, RSL needs to do their job with the remaining games, with the other games. We have to, like, I think, Christian, you just barely said it. 9 is realistic, but is needed 1,000%, because 9 would even only put us at 43, but we would need Colorado to also lose 2 of their 3. One of them being to us. That would mean Colorado would only get up to 42 points, mind you. All right. So we'd be above.
And that is so possible
It's possible.
because they're playing Minnesota, who's always tough, and LAFC, who's on fire right now. I will gladly cheer on Sun and Boanga to.
Guys,
I can see them drop another Hattie. They're going to drop another Hattie.
look, Colorado has probably one of the worst schedules remaining. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dallas's remaining schedule. Who's got it?
So Dallas's remaining schedule, they've got the LA Galaxy twice and then Vancouver. Here's the thing. I actually would not want to play the Galaxy right now. They have nothing to lose
No.
except to ruin everybody else's party. And if you're going to be a stinker, drag everybody down with you. Why
Well,
not?
there's a possibility that Puig might be back to finish off the season. So
Maybe. And they also play Portland this weekend. Portland is
Yeah.
is also one of those that they need to win one or two. Actually, they just need to win one or two, and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think we can hope for a tie. Let's hope for a tie on that one. But Houston, I think that's going to be our biggest thorn.
You
Houston's
really think
remaining
so?
schedule.
You look at
They're always our biggest thorn. Marcos, come on. Where have you been?
well, Houston, they have 3 games left, and it's on the road to Nashville, home against San Diego, and then on the road to KC. I
They'll
see
win
them
the
losing.
KC game.
Yeah, but they'll lose the other 2 games.
You think they'll
Nashville,
lose?
they're going to lose to Nashville and San Diego.
That's a bold statement. I would say tie with Nashville, lose to San Diego, beat KC.
That's
Yeah,
four 4 points.
going on the road to Nashville will be difficult.
And then San Jose's remaining schedule, they play San Diego next. And then sorry.
Vancouver, and then home against Austin.
Okay. So let's say this. I think out of the 7 through 12 teams, we might have one of the easier schedules.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Agreed.
With Austin, or obviously the Sounders being one of our hardest games, but Austin, oh man. So I'm gonna maybe retract what I said. Maybe the Colorado game is still one of the most important, but let's be real. Every single game now is important.
Every game's a must win. Every game must be treated like an elimination game.
Yeah.
And I think that goes for the fans as well.
Absolutely. You've got 2 games left at home. There's both on Saturdays. There's
And
zero reason not to
one
be
is the
there.
Rocky Mountain Cup.
If we win by, do we have to win by
We gotta win 2.
we have to win by 2?
Because they won the first game by 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that one next week for sure. But guys, the numbers that we went over, if you're confused, it's okay.
Blame
There's
Marcos.
Blame Marcos. In fact, Marcos, let's confuse everyone a little bit more. Give us the percentages of playoffs.
I hate to do this. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but currently, as it stands, not making the playoffs, 72% chance. 9 seed, a 15, 8 seed, a 10% chance, and then 7 seed has a 2% chance. But that's far, far, far. Now I'll get into the best case scenario for this weekend. So best case scenario, we have Minnesota beating Rapids, RSL beating Austin, Timbers beating Dallas. So if all those things are to happen, not making the playoffs, then goes to 47%. 9 seed, 23, 8 seed, 28.
Okay.
That's the best case scenario.
That means
Worst case scenario.
that's less than 50% chance of not making. So that's good.
Correct. Worst case scenario. So if all those things don't happen, if the Rapids beat Minnesota, Austin beats us, Dallas beats Timbers, then it gets really crazy. Not make the playoffs, 97.
Shut
8 seed,
up.
9 seed is a 2% chance. 8 seed, 1%.
97% chance not making the playoffs if we lose this weekend. Oh, and obviously, and the other things happen as well.
Correct.
Holy crap.
Yikes.
But
we're gonna be out of a job.
If RSL just loses and those other things happen, it's 88% chance we don't make the playoffs.
Okay. Again, every game counts, but obviously, as most coaches and players know, you take one game at a time. So let's dive into this Austin game, one game at a time.
Absolutely.
This Austin game, what are we looking for? Let's do a quick Austin side. What are you looking at on the Austin side?
Well, obviously, we've played them once already this season, and we tied that first game 1-1, which we should have won that game. Let's get real. That was very dominant by us. But
That's
we gave up
a few times.
Yeah, we gave up a late scrappy goal that they punched for their game tying one. But the Austin's coming off a home victory in the 96th minute against Seattle, which was a wowzers. You got Uzuni, who's their new player for them, and he's been contributing to goals and assists for them right away. And he's the one to keep an eye on.
And he's in the center.
Interesting.
I'd also keep a very close eye on like Ilya Sanchez and Sabovic as well. Austin is a very impressive center midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do play very similar to us in the sense that they like to possess as well.
Hmm.
Um, but they're, I mean, Ilya Sanchez is very good at what he does. An older midfielder, but he likes to control. I mean, he pulled us apart when he was with LAFC too. So
Yep.
this is a dangerous one, but their attack also isn't one to shy away from. Even though they only scored one, and it was happened to be one of the players I absolutely most hate in this league. Um, I don't know if you guys like Rubio at all. I hate him with a like
Well,
hate
I
him
hate it
hate
when
of a thousand suns.
well, I hate it when he was with Colorado. So
Also, also when he was with Kansas City too. I mean, anywhere he's been. But this team we cannot sleep on. But I think that they might feel comfortable where they are at in the table. They're sitting at 44 points in sixth place. They can drop a game or
mhm.
two. I mean, their remaining schedule is as follows. After oh wait, hold
They
this
got Open Cup final on Wednesday.
Open Cup final. So this
Is our throwaway game. It's a
They're going
throwaway
to be
game.
resting people.
Yeah.
I mean,
And,
they have
and
to.
they're playing at home for their Open Cup final.
They
That would,
have to rest.
okay. Side note, that would be fun being Q2 Stadium for that game.
Sure.
It's gonna be rocking. They'll be rocking on Wednesday night, but yeah, you look that.
Hey, with Matthew McConaughey. Hey,
All right,
hey,
all right, all
hey.
right.
All
All
right,
right,
all
all
right.
right, all right. We're
No,
Austin
because
AFC.
after us on Saturday, they'll have three straight home games in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to be resting people.
And especially it's going to be 3 games in 7 days. So they have to rest. Um, I'm not saying they have to, but most likely it. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. I totally forgot about Open Cup because, well, Open Cup
Well,
U.S.
good eye,
Soccer
good eye,
doesn't care
good eye,
anymore.
good eye.
Um, guys, that changes a lot of things. Looking at this Austin possible lineup, um, I think Rubio sits. I think Sanchez sits. I think a couple of I think they might have at least five of their normal starters sitting.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously they're still gonna start Brad Stuver. Like,
Yeah. I
yeah,
could see their back line staying as is.
yeah,
I could see
Cascante.
Sanchez, Uzuni, and so the four I could see sitting, just looking at their lineup. Sanchez, Usuni, Rubio, Dessler.
Yeah, yeah. I think that might be our saving grace. And especially with us getting Victor back, um, I think we're gonna do this. Arsenal's
We're
gonna
saved.
do a Victor Cruz, Diogo Giogo.
Ruan Cruz.
Yeah, so I said Victor Cruz.
Oh,
I use first name of one, last name of the other. Victor Cruz. Why not? Exactly. And then Diego Giogo. I hope we go with Ojeda and Nelly.
Hmm.
Now,
let me just say really quick.
what?
While I was at training, Pablo Ruiz was training today, so there is a glimmer of hope.
Mm,
I could do Ojeda Ruiz.
I'm just saying
I don't know.
that he's probably not going to be 100% for Saturday, but there's a glimmer of hope that maybe he'll be available on the bench.
I don't know. All right, fine. Well, he might be a bench. Now the back line is where I'm most worried. Um, who are you guys putting for your back line?
I'm going Alex, Glad, Vera, Yedlin.
You're sticking with the same ones?
Yeah.
Look, I might have
I
to
could
agree.
I could see Sam instead of Alex. That is a possibility.
I could see
But
Sam instead of Vera.
I could also see PQ instead of Vera.
I could see PQ instead of Glad.
Glad. Hmm.
But I think Pablo might just stick with what he's used to, what maybe Cabral's used to. I think it just might be a Vera Glad, and I hope Alex is. I mean, Alex got taken off at halftime because
That's right.
Yeah, because what was it? Flip.
How do you look at practice today, Marcos?
Alex, normal?
Look, yeah, look normal. They all looked they
Yeah.
all look no, everybody looked pissed at practice today.
Oh
No.
shoot. Well.
That Nia was very chill, like, yeah, it's right.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
um,
Success.
success. We will have success. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
we're basically looking at almost the same lineup except for Gozo is going to be out. We think Giogo's going to pop in. We hope that
I told
Giogo
you.
steps up. That's crossing our fingers.
Wait, hey,
What?
this is us wanting Giogo. A rare RSL Bros moment.
This is us needing Giogo.
Diogo, we love
We
you.
need you.
We need you.
You're
We
our
need
favorite Portuguese player.
we need you to step up
That too.
now. Now is the most important time that we need Giogo to step up.
Our playoffs starts
Precisamos
this.
de você.
What Christian said.
Yeah, whatever he said. Yes.
Precisamos de você.
Sure.
You know, I skipped that Duolingo lesson, so
All right, guys. Let's knock all this out. And let's get into prediction time.
We're never gonna get that.
Nope. Yeah, Christian's giving up. Okay, Marcos, give it to us.
you know, now that you said that they have Open Cup on Wednesday, that got me really excited. That got me really excited. It has me really optimistic. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. 1-0 RSL.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
a little more optimistic.
Yeah.
I say 2-0.
Ooh. And like the third wheel, as always, I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna go 2-1 RSL. This is a victory that we want. This is a victory that we have to get in order to keep the playoffs hopes alive. The boys know it, the fans know it. The question is, do you guys have faith in RSL?
We
Do you
need
believe?
everybody. So everybody needs to be there, be loud. Christian and I are gonna be there with stickers in the tailgate. So show up early. You guys, playoffs for us start Saturday. They started weeks ago, but it starts this week. We need to win out. So we need the fans. We need to be loud.
Also, did you know that I was gonna be at the field too?
Oh, congratulations.
All three of us there Saturday?
It's a moment like any other.
You guys won't be near me, so
No.
Mm,
I'll be far away from you guys. But
mm.
I will be doing one of these every once in a while. Like what?
Hello.
Looking backwards,
Hello.
looking backwards. I don't know if you guys notice every time I do that, I always look backwards, and I think Christian's the only one that looks at me. Marcos is like I don't know where he's looking in La La Land.
We've made eye contact a few times, like going,
Yep.
Well, that's so cute. That's so cute.
All right, let's tone it down now. Let's actually, I don't think it's going to tone down much because some of these questions are out of control. So it is Instagram questions time.
All I can say is these questions are spicy.
bring it on. I have a high spice tolerance.
Oh, you're ready. Christian's ready. Okay, here we go. First question of the night. Should we sack Pablo?
Sack? No.
No, no, yeah, no. It's
Like,
not a.
well, it's like it's what Christian and I guess what you said, Alan. It's not entirely a Pablo problem. It starts with the 11 players on the pitch.
I mean,
If Ruben Amorim hasn't been sacked from Manchester United for this start, Pablo definitely is not going to get sacked. He doesn't deserve to get sacked anyway.
look, I said this to Marcos today. I was like, Pablo is a really good guy, and sure, you being a good guy doesn't mean you can't get sacked. But I think he
Sure.
has a special thing where he can bring players together that need to be brought together, and weed out ones that don't need to be there. There's been history of players that have not played because they just don't fit in. Granted,
sure.
That's fair.
they probably do good on other teams, but within our team, I think Pablo is really good at bringing people together, and I think. This is just my opinion. I think he stays on, and with some of the changes that might happen in the offseason, he might be key to meshing those changes and making them perform really well.
Agreed.
We shall see. We shall see. Next question for you guys. What's the main thing that needs to happen this offseason?
Actually, this is going to sound wild, but so first off, players take their vacations or whatever. I would have an early return and
Like
focus on
how early we
team
talking?
chemistry. Preseason starts in what, March?
Uh,
Preseason?
no,
January.
that's January.
So January. So I mean, beginning of the year, like a couple weeks early. It's funny. I was actually watching a video of a podcast where Wayne Rooney was talking about the success of the Alex Ferguson days at Manchester United. Why they were just such a tight team, and Rooney talked about the team chemistry. They did a lot of stuff. He actually attributed it to they all had PSPs,
Mm,
the PlayStation Portable, and they would play SOCOM together, which was a tactical shooter game. They focused on communication and tactics. So now I'm not advocating for RSL players to get together and play video games necessarily, but if you've listened to the podcast for a while, you know that I'm a big proponent of team chemistry. And they need to spend more time outside of the training pitch together. They need to go do more team building, more forge unity for make it make the team itself like a true unit, a true family. So spend a couple weeks just spending time together, do escape rooms, do team bonding, build that chemistry early so that when you start adding soccer into it, they're clicking.
I agree. I'll agree.
Um, I think besides that, I want to build our back line, improve the back line to get better. So we're not conceding dumb goals moving into next season. So
Yeah.
absolutely. Next question for you guys. Do you think the front office, coach, or the players is most responsible for this underwhelming season we've had?
Everyone has a part to play. I mean,
Yeah.
front office probably at the beginning of the year. I think front office we could blame from at the beginning of the year
Well, yeah, for the amount of players that we lost, obviously.
and without replacing them.
Mhm.
There was individual performances mid year that absolutely let us down, and where we needed them, and they absolutely gave us a toilet. And right now, Pablo, I don't think he's the main issue. He can't
Mm-mm.
be.
No.
I think we can literally
And
pinpoint it to the beginning of the year and players laying eggs.
yeah, no, I think if out of anybody, Pablo's the least at fault. Which is funny because the fans immediately see problems like that and like, oh, Pablo out, and we're like, we're looking at, it, we're like, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
Because if it was just Pablo, then the new players would have fixed everything.
Absolutely.
Right, and people will say things like Pablo's timing and or timing of subs, his strategy, timing of subs. Like, are you going to tell me that 5 minutes is going to make a difference putting in the same player? I mean, guys, really, it's not all Pablo.
Now, has he been perfect? No, but none of the coaches in this league have been perfect. None of them are Luis Enrique. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, not all of them can coach from the balcony.
But other other side note, at the Ballon d'Or today, Andres Iniesta did say that he wants to get into coaching. So maybe once Pablo's time
Oh
is up, we
boy.
can get
Here,
Andres
here
Iniesta.
goes Christian. Here goes Christian again. Here goes. Here goes.
Everybody that was a player wants to be a coach nowadays. Jeez.
Not Messi. He said he doesn't want to coach.
Nope. Good.
Haven't good. No, no, no. Here we go. This next one, I do appreciate it. Here we go. Not a question, but I still believe in RSL.
Oh,
Thank you.
so do we.
That's why we
I
do
like
this.
I like it. Thank you, thank you. I like that one a lot. Next one. What's the deal with Glad and Vera? They don't seem to work well together at all.
Mm.
I I can't say anything else.
Yeah, I think it's not a working well together. I think it's an individual performance thing. I think Vera is better than Glad, and Glad's been kind of slacking lately. It's not they can't work together. It's just individually
Yeah,
have been stepping up.
they're both have their own different struggles and they both need to step up. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Next question for you guys. If you could hire any coach to head RSL, who would it be and
No
why?
questions asked. Scaloni.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Escaloni.
If
Yeah, yes.
if money was not an option, so yeah, there we go.
Scaloni.
Well,
Or
yeah.
Pep.
Ooh,
Look,
Pep would be good.
Escaloni, I would like because of his maverick style, where he came from not coaching any club at all. He was coaching the youth national teams, and he just went right into the senior national team. And but as what we've all heard, there's a difference between coaching national teams and coaching club teams. But RSL does deserve a really good coach one of these years. I don't think we've had an excellent coach. We've had good coaches, great coaches. We haven't had an excellent one yet, in
I
my
guess
opinion.
I've said it before. I'm one who I'm sick of the MLS carousel of coaches. Eventually, I want to see MLS go broad, go down south, go to Europe, get somebody who doesn't have wasn't a player in the MLS, doesn't has never coached the MLS. Get somebody outside.
The only time that RSL has done that is um, John Ellinger.
Yeah.
We went from
You look at well
John to
you
Jason,
to Petke
no, to
to J,
Kassar.
to Petke to and then to Freddie
Right.
to Pablo. No, you look at all the other MLS teams and they've all had a player coach or somebody that's coached a different MLS team. No, I want something different. I want somebody who's coached, whether it's been the championship down south in Argentina, Brazil, just something different. Something different.
Sure. I'm down.
Next question for you guys. How do you feel about Cruz, Olatunji, Yedlin's performances so far?
If I were to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, um,
7.
I'd give Cruz a 6, Olantuji a 7.5, and I'd give Yedlin a 7.
I would do Yedlin a 5.5. I would give Cruz a 7 and Olatunji a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm about a 6.5 for all of them. Like they've been decent, but same
Above
with Glad.
average.
Yeah, same thing with Glad and Vera. They need to step up. They need to step up these last 4 games.
All right. Cool.
Last and final question of the night for you guys. How should I feel after these 2 losses?
I think you should move on at this point.
Sure. That's an option. I was gonna go like automatic reaction. You should feel like crap. But then no, don't do that.
Just move
Oh,
on.
I lied. We have one more question.
Oh,
One more
sure.
question.
Hey, quick.
How long, if ever, until RSL gets to buy a European legend of the caliber of Mueller's son?
Oh.
That since salary caps apparently don't exist anymore, that's going to depend on the Millers.
I mean, we used to have a European legend in Ortuño, but that didn't work out.
Hey, we're talking about a true European legend.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No,
So,
it all comes down to how much do the Millers want to spend.
mhm.
So, with that, we plead to the Millers, please,
You've been very kind to us this season, Millers, and we thank you.
but
Please get
Spend
us
some
a
money.
player.
Spend some money.
Please spend some money. I even Pablo said that.
yeah, and he knows he has a depleted-ish roster. So, wow, a lot of questions. That was a lot. I didn't train for that, but thank you for your questions, everyone. And guys, this is really important. We've already said it. This Saturday is the most important game of the season up until now. We are taking this one game at a time. Do not look ahead because if we can't get a result this weekend, you can just start kissing the season goodbye.
Cancun.
So,
Cancun.
no, can't Coon.
No.
All right, Marcos. Since you've been sarcastic, take it away.
If you guys are not already, head over to X, head over to TikTok, head over to Instagram and follow us at the RSL Bros. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify and Apple and watch us on YouTube.
Hey, don't forget when we hit 2,000 followers, Gone Darber t-shirt
Gone.
giveaway.
Gone Darber t-shirt giveaway.
Excellent. All right, until next time, guys. Bye.